don't know if you realize it or not, but there are some more celebration products that have just been added. All right, they were added today. So, and I can probably show you where you can look at them. So hang on one second. I will get my computer working here. Let's see, shop products, and maybe I'll go back. Hang on one second. All right. Here we go. All right, so if you head over to, the StampinUp.com online store, you're going to see the celebration offerings, and I'm going to click shop product, excuse me. And I'm trying to see, I'm not seeing the celebration products, so I haven't practiced this. I've seen the new list, but I have seen it from a demonstrator's viewpoint, from a demonstrator view on the website, so it's a little bit different. So anyway, but if you do go to the online store and go to celebration, you'll see the additional products that have been added, and they're really awesome. So check them out. Check them out. Hello, Debbie from North Carolina. Good to have you. I hope I've said hello to everyone today. All right, what else is going on? Well, there are 2 brand new kits that are now available. So I'm going to show you those. This one right here is called Happy Houseplants. And you literally put these little succulent pieces together and frame them. And there are 4 frames, four frames in this kit. So this is something you could purchase, and you could make one and invite 3 friends over. So it looks super, super cute. I'll have to show it to you when I get mine. And then our next kit, and I know, here it is right here, a birthday sparkle kit. So that's a new kit. It's to celebrate birthdays throughout the year. It has gift tags that coordinate. So don't forget about those new kits. I'm trying to see, y'all bear with me. All right, so right here in the Stampin' Up! Store, here is the birthday kit. And you get 6 tags, and it looks like you get 6 cards, okay? So don't miss out on that. And that should be really, really fun. Can't wait to get that as well. All right, we have an amazing joining opportunity. If you've ever considered joining Stampin' Up! Or if you just want to be a kit napper and kidnap the starter kit, you can. The starter kit is $99, free shipping. You can select up to $125 in product any way you want. You select it all. And on top of that, you can select the glass mat absolutely free, and it is a $60 value. So you're going to see my glass mat tonight as I work. So I just want to remind you of that. It's an amazing mat. You really don't want to miss the opportunity to join that, to join Stampin' Up! And get our kit. So let me know if you have questions. I'd love to have you on my team. That would be really, really awesome. And you can Facebook message me or email me at tammy@becreativestamping.com. All right. So for those of us who are demonstrators, we had a pre-order today for brand new online exclusive product that launches in March. And just as Tina said, I spent way too much on the new online exclusives pre-order. I did too, Tina. I was shocked at the variety and the amount of products to select from. So yeah, I kind of had fun too, kind of had a field day. So, so anyway, yeah, it's just so fun. We got a lot of good stuff coming. All right, now if you are shopping with me during Celebration, you're going to want to use this hostess code right here. It is brand new for February. And when you place a minimum $35 order in my online store, you earn a bee. And when you've earned 10 bees, you'll get $35 in free product. And some of you have sent me emails regarding your bee rewards, and I will reply to your email if you haven't heard from me, okay? And let you know that I have received it. So that's our hostess code this month. If your order totals $150, do not enter the host code. Be your own hostess and get $15 in free product with a $150 order, okay? That is the way to do it. All right, yes, the online pre-order was huge, Kisha. Yes, Margaret, you're right. It was very, very hard to choose from, for sure. Okay, we are going to head over to my blog page, and we're going to talk a few minutes about my spring retreat. It is quickly approaching. We are already prepping projects. We have one more make and take to create, and then we will create kits to go with it. We're doing really well as far as getting the make and takes all done. We've started air pillow gifts, and those are just special little gifts you get throughout the weekend, and we package them. They have ribbon and tags and all kinds of fun stuff. It's so much fun, and they're usually about 5 pillow gifts throughout the weekend. And if you're an online watcher and you cannot attend in person, you can certainly purchase the retreat in the box. All right, so I'm going to tell you more about it. I'm going to head over to becreativestamping.com. This is my blog in case you've never been here. It does tell you the hours of the retreat and the dates. And then this little area describes what it's all about. Again, becreativestamping.com. Don't do that. I'm trying to enlarge for y'all. All right, let's talk about what's included. The crafting weekend, and I have like 2 spots available. All right. Susan, I did see your payment. Thank you so much. Okay. And Rhonda, to answer your question real quick, paper shares do not count towards bee rewards. That's a great question. So thanks for asking that one. All right, back to the retreat. If you're attending in person, you get a 6-foot rectangle table, a swag bag filled with $50 of product, pillow gifts, 6 make and take cards and projects, access to my Stampin' supplies, that's stamp sets and ink pads and blends and my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, all that good stuff. Refreshments and snack bar all weekend long. Stampin' kits, adhesives, and retired products available for sale. And we will be doing a service project. I need to change this. I have not. That is incorrect. We are going to be donating supplies to the Ronald McDonald House in Durham, North Carolina. My daughter recently stayed there. Actually, she was there 35 days with her husband as the babies were in the hospital. And so I can't say enough good things. I could go on all night, but that's what the service project will be. For anyone who signs up for retreat, you'll get a list of the donation items. It's a fairly large list, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to donate. Door prize raffles, we will also have those. I give away some really fun prizes, some Stampin' Up swag, so that's really, really fun. And I'll have a retreat weekend ordering special. Now, there are 2 optional retreat classes, all right? So that's what we'll talk about now. The class 1 option is called Flowering Zinnia's Suite Collection. Now, this is a suite that is going to launch the first part of March. And I am going to be creating those cards. And that the colors are so vibrant. I haven't gotten the supplies yet, so I cannot create it yet, but you'll have 20 cards and envelopes, okay? So be aware of that. It is coming. It is $32.50 because it will include product. So be mindful of that. The second one, which I have a sample tonight, is the Flight and Airy Note Card Class. You will create 20 cards using the Seasonal Branches stamp set and Flight and Airy 12 by 12 inch designer paper. So both of these optional classes will be offered as regular online classes. But if you're attending retreat or if you're purchasing the retreat in a box, these are your prices. The prices will be higher when I offer them to the public, okay? So I'm gonna change, hang on a minute. I gotta move something here, okay. All right, so I'm going to switch over to my hand so you can see the cards. You'll be making 2 of each of these cards right here. Here they are. And I can even zoom in a little bit. And here's one and here's one. So 2 of each, giving you 10 large cards. And then you're going to have 10 of these cards. Now again, I'm going to use different designer paper and different words, but these are the smaller cards. 10 large, 10 small, $25. It includes embellishments and a full package of Flight and Airy designer paper. All right. I am so glad y'all like these. These are super quick and easy. The designer paper is the gorgeous part. I honestly had nothing to do with this because the paper is amazing. And Margaret, I know you love birds. And Susan, you're right. The paper speaks for itself. It is just unbelievable. So I did very little to these cards. The designer paper is doing it all. All right, so it's $25. A full package of rhinestones, and a full package of Flight and Airy designer paper. So it's going to be a fun one. All right. So that's the second class. And now we'll head on back to my blog. Early bird registration and payment deadline. All right. And it is fast approaching. And I'm sorry the information wasn't up earlier than the beginning of this week, but it's just been super busy. Early bird registration Wednesday, February 7th. You'll receive 2 door prize tickets. By the way, my online people, you get a door prize in your box, okay? So you are part of that door prize ticket as well. All right, this is for in-person. If you are attending, it is 2 dinners and 1 lunch. One of my team members does all of the cooking. The food is wonderful. If you have any dietary restrictions, we can talk to her about it so that we try to accommodate everyone. So that's $185. After next Wednesday, the 7th, it's going to be $195. Don't pay an extra $10 if you're coming in person. That's silly. Go on and get signed up. You can also sign up without meals. Some people do have dietary restrictions and they're hard for us to meet, and so they bring their own snacks and food, and you are welcome to do that, and it is $150, okay? Now, let's see here. Yeah, and after Wednesday, the with meals is also going up without meals. So it goes up by $10. All right. Now, the event schedule along with retreat details will be emailed to you, and that is wrong. You're going to get this in March, so I need to go back and check that. I thought I had corrected all of my mistakes, and I haven't. So anyway, first part of March, you get all the details about retreat. And you can do the online version. It is $135. It does include priority mail shipping. It includes your swag bag with $50 worth of product, all of the exclusive pillow gifts, door prizes, a retreat ordering special as well. Now, early bird registration is Wednesday, February 7th, and the fee is $135. And after Wednesday, it's going to be $145. Now, retreat boxes will not ship until Tuesday, March 19th, and I'll tell you why. After retreat, I am headed to a conference in Houston. It's a Stampin' Up! Convention, and I'll be gone the rest of the week. And so when I return, the boxes will go to the post office, okay? So Corinne, you're asking about the price. It's $135, and you'll want to do that, register by next Wednesday. Now I'm going to show you how to register in just a second, okay? Hotel accommodations are here if you need them. If you are staying at the hotel, you do need to reserve your room by Friday, February 9th, and refer to the crafting retreat, okay? When you call the number for Hampton Inn, refer to this crafting retreat. They have a hot breakfast every morning. I usually have about 6 or 7 ladies stay there, and they rave over it. All my ladies have breakfast together. Then they come over to the venue to start their stamping. So anyway, want you to know about that. All right, how do you register? Well, for additional information, you can always email me by clicking. I have an email Tammy button up here. Where is it? Here it is, right there, email Tammy. You can email me and I can answer questions. The other thing you can do to register is hit this. Registration opens Tuesday, January 30th. Click here. So I'm clicking and it's taking me to the retreat page. This is where I'm going to place my order for the retreat. So if you're coming in person, register below for the in-person crafting retreat. And this is where you would register. You would click retreat with meals or retreat without meals. And then you can also select the classes, okay? Now, if you are going to do the online version, this is where you're going to click, all right? You'll click that $135. You can also add your classes there as well, okay? So those are the details. I know some of you do have questions right now, and I am going to look through that and see what they are. So Tina says, Tammy's retreat in a box is awesome. It's like Christmas, your birthday, and Mother's Day in a box. And so Tina's been purchasing my retreat boxes for a while, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Tina. All right, so Corinne, the to-go box is $135, and you can add the classes in addition to that, okay? Rhonda, you can order the retreat in a box. I'd love to send you one, and I would be happy to do that. So get signed up, all right? All right. And Susan is packing up because she is stamping tonight with friends. All right, any other questions regarding retreat? All right. I've already gotten several online retreats. Thank you so much. I just haven't answered those emails yet, okay? All righty. Well, ladies, tonight we are going to make another card tonight with Perennial Lavender Sweet. Now, I didn't get everything done today that I wanted. I left home Monday morning, got home last night at 9:30 p.m., and the day has been super, super crazy busy. But I do have one card for you with the Perennial Lavender Suite. Now, if you want more cards with the Perennial Lavender Suite, sign up for the retreat because we're going to design 6 cards. All right, you get to make 6 at retreat. I am absolutely loving the Perennial Lavender Suite. It is just beautiful. And this is the card that we are going to make this evening. I hope you like it. We are going to look at the suite and what's included. And if you have your mini, we're on page 22 and 23. So let's look at that. You've got some beautiful designer paper here and just beautiful coordinating colors. We have 2 bundles. We have the Painted Lavender bundle, and it has beautiful dies right here. I'll zoom out just a little bit. And then there's another bundle called Perennial Postage, and this also has dies. These dies are not in my case, so I'm actually going to show you those dies, okay? It also has some beautiful paper butterflies, and then you get these gorgeous, gorgeous purple gems. So I'm glad y'all like the card. The inspiration came from Paper Pumpkin. If you go to the Paper Pumpkin Facebook page, they created some what do they call them? Alternative cards. The artisan design team created alternative cards with this suite and with the Paper Pumpkin. So that's where the inspiration for this card came from, but I'm going to show you how to make it tonight, okay? All right, so let's look at dies. This is the Painted Lavender bundle right here, and when you stamp and cut things out, this is what you get. You've got some beautiful flowers right here, cuts out 4 at a time. And we have stems. All of these stems can be used on all of these lavender flowers. 2 butterflies. We're going to be stamping those tonight, so I'll show you that. We've got this beautiful little, I'm going to call it a sprig. I'm sure it's, you know, it's all has to do with lavender. You also get 2 of these, and they're on 1 die. And then you also get this piece right here. And so this is the Painted Lavender bundle, pages 23 to 25, and it's bundle number 162597, $46.75. All right, so that's the first bundle in the suite. The second bundle is all words, and this is the Perennial Postage bundle. Now, even if you don't care for lavender, you're gonna want these dies because they can work with any stamp set. So you have rectangles, we've got some squares, and then you can even take one of these shapes and make it a gift tag, and that will cut a hole in it and you can run string through it. And this is just a reinforcer for the hole. So the bundle is item number 162608, and it's $51.75, okay? So don't miss out on the postage dies. They are awesome. Any questions regarding the suite? I've had so much fun with this suite. Green's my favorite color, but I'm now leaning towards purple. I mean, it's just beautiful. So Donna has the postage dies, and she's very happy with them. They're awesome. They're just absolutely awesome. I am glad you like them. All right, we're gonna get started on our card, and we are going to be starting with a Lost Lagoon card base. All right, and here it is. It's just one of our standard card bases. It is 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and you scored on the 8.5 inch side at 4 1/4. Let me zoom in a little bit. And then our first piece of designer paper, and by the way, I couldn't even show you this designer paper in person because I'm out of this paper. I only have little pieces left. So this is all I have. I did order more this morning. Hello, Margot. Welcome. So we're going to use this piece of designer paper. I know this side is just as pretty. I know. I just hate to cover it up. This is going to measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. So Sharon loves lavender. If you love lavender and you want to make some wonderful cards, you need to join our retreat in person or a retreat in a box. Okay, would love, love, love to have you. All right, so our next layer is going to be crumb cake. So let's get a measurement on this. It is 4 3/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. All right, so 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, and we're just going to use our Stampin' Seal, and we're going to add it to the designer paper layer that's on the card. All right, yes, Billy's Business, the Lavender House. Absolutely. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to show y'all one thing that's a little bit different. I use Stampin' Seal to attach the crumb cake, but if you look at my original card, I actually popped it up. I honestly don't think it makes a very big difference. So, but anyway, so I popped up that crumb cake layer. So now you have an option. Pop it up or use your Stampin' Seal. Well, Sharon, I hope you'll consider joining me with the retreat in a box. A lot of the ladies that are watching tonight have ordered my retreat in a box. So I think you'll really enjoy it. Lots of love goes into the box, that's for sure. All right, our next piece of designer paper. I know I love this piece too, but we're going to use the opposite side. This is already cut for you with the postage stamp die or the postage die. So let me show you which one it is. Let's see. It is going to be this one right here. Yep, that's the right one. And it is second from the largest. All right, second rectangle die from the largest. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add this, and then we're going to be getting out our Stampin' Cut emboss machine because I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm sure you've already figured out my trick, you know, when you see it, but I will pretend that it is a little Be Creative tip or trick. All right, so that's done. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take, okay, now why don't I see it? I'm supposed to have my designer paper over here. Hang on a minute. Why am I not seeing it? Oh my goodness. I may have to get my scraps out again. I thought I put it on my tray. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. We're going to need that die again. Same size die, by the way. Second from the largest. It is the same die, okay? Now, what we're going to do is, do you notice that this piece of DSP, okay, I have cut along the bottom with the postage die, okay? So we're going to start with a piece of designer paper, and then we're going to run it through the die, okay? So let me just measure the designer paper piece. This'll be important, okay? All right. This piece needs to be 4 1/2 inches by 3 inches, okay? And this is the opposite side. In case you're wondering which designer paper it is, it's this one that has the crumb cake design on the back, okay? So here it is. And we're going to take this postage stamp, all right, and we're actually going to cut along the bottom, all right. All righty, so what else? I think that's the only thing we're going to have to die cut. Oh, you know what else we need to die cut? We need to die cut our butterflies. So let's go on and get that butterfly stamped so we can cut that as well. We are going to use Gorgeous Grape for the butterflies. So we're going to ink that up. And there's our little butterflies. Now, just in case my die slips, I'm going to go ahead and stamp another set of butterflies, just in case I need it. Sometimes, especially little dies, will slip. And so I already have another one stamped, okay? All right, so let's get the die out for the butterflies. It is one die and it cuts out 2 butterflies. All right, and let's see. Let's get our machine. I'm gonna zoom out. And we'll put this right up here. And I think I've zoomed out as far as I can. And we are going to add platform 1 and platform 2. We're also going to add a cutting plate, which is number 3. And I'm going to use some of this Post-it tape. And let's see, I'll put it about right there. Okay, I think I have it. And then we're gonna add another plate, all right? And we'll just roll this through. And it looks like we have 2 beautiful butterflies. So I am gonna remove this die right now because I don't want to lose it. And I'm kind of famous for losing really small dies because I'll put them down and I'll think, oh, I can just pick it up later. And then I can't find it. All right, so butterflies are done. And now we're going to take this piece of designer paper. And we're gonna lay this right on top, okay? Put that about right there. Whoops, sorry about the camera shaking. And then we have our postage die cut like this, okay, which is what we wanted. And look at what came off the side. So we had very, very little waste. All righty. Now I can move the machine. And I can bring the card back into the screen. And the first thing that I am going to do is cut out these flowers. All right, are you ready for this? So I'm going to be cutting around, and you can decide how much you want to cut around. And we're just going to fussy cut this. I like to go around some of these. Okay, so I'm getting rid of that. And how many of you like fussy cutting? Or as my husband refers to it, as sissy cutting. He loves to refer to it as that. All right. So I'm just cutting around the flowers. And I'll probably go back and kind of touch everything up anyway. when we're done. All right. I think I'm going to go back in there and try and get a little more paper out of that. I do find it relaxing, and I don't mind doing it like when I'm in front of the TV. Does not bother me at all. All right. So you can do as much or as little of it as you want. And you might even consider this to be a one and done card. I would definitely make more of these because I just like cutting the little things. And let's see. I'm going to cut down in here because we're going to add some lavender die cuts to the card as well. All right. Oh, I'm with you on that, Nancy. Nancy says, I do like it when I am not in a rush to finish a card. That's very true. It can be very therapeutic. Totally agree. But I'm sure most of you find stamping totally therapeutic. I know I do. All right. Oh, Tina, do you see my little bee charm that I'm using? Isn't this the cutest? Tina had mailed that to me for Christmas. It's just darling. I love it. All right, now let's see if I want to clean it up any. All right, and see if there's anything else. So that's probably what ours is going to look like tonight. Put my scissors back, and I'm just going to clean this up real quick. Get rid of all those little pieces of paper. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to add this to my card. Doesn't it make a difference? And I'll use my Stampin' seal. And I'm just going to do the bottom and the sides. Okay, just the bottom and the sides. I'm going to line up this die cut edge right along here. Okay, so these are still lifted up. Okay, and then we are going to be adding some lavender. So I have this already die cut in Highland Heather. Now I'm going to show you the die. This is the die, and you will actually cut 2 at a time. So that's kind of a bonus with this die. Okay, and I have another piece here, so we're going to use 2 of those. I have this other sprig here, and this sprig is cut in Lost Lagoon. All right, so let's just go ahead and start. I'm going to just start with this one. What I have found easiest for me is I am going to trim off some of the bottom, and I have found glue dots to be super fast with this, because you're just tucking these into the card and at the bottom. So let's see here. Let's just tuck. I'm going to tuck one in here, and you can put them anywhere. So I would imagine that every time you make one of these cards, it's going to be a little different. Like mine is going to be different. All right, that's almost a little too high for the card base, but it'll work. So I've got a piece there. Then, of course, I want to add this piece. So again, another glue dot. And we'll tuck this in. I want to get some purple under that so that that will show. Okay. And then, of course, another one of these. And you probably want to work in odd numbers. I know, Jeanne, isn't this the most gorgeous paper? The paper, you know, is doing all the work for us. So, Rhonda, I'm so glad you like my cards. That makes me feel so good. Thank you so much. That's super sweet. I worry about it every week, and I wonder if y'all are going to even show up or even like the card. Just worry, worry, worry. All right, so we've got our beautiful vines there, and I need help with something. I have already cut this postage die. Let me show you where it's from, okay? This die right here comes from the smallest rectangle postage die, okay? So that's where it comes from. It's your smallest one. And what do you think would look better, okay? The colors are amazing in this paper. I mean, you can't go wrong. You're gonna find that you have new favorite colors. I've used Crumb Cake here, but we might be able to use Highland Heather. So I would love to hear what color we should use. And I'm gonna show you. By the way, I am inking this in Blackberry Bliss, okay? Because I really want those letters to show up. So Blackberry Bliss. And here it is. We're gonna pop it up, but I do want you to look at it. And then here is the other one. And you know what? I am actually going to trim that little bloom off so that we can see the words, okay? So tell me, what do you like? I'm kind of thinking I like the Crumb Cake now. So Rhonda says purple is always her choice. I bet it's your choice because it's your favorite color, Rhonda. So I know, live in the hive, fun in the hive, Nancy, right? Fun in the hive. So let me know, are we going to do Crumb Cake tonight or are we going to do Highland Heather? Let me know. And I need to tell you where that stamp came from. I'll do that in a second, all right? Purple or Crumb Cake? Crumb Cake pops more. Gail likes purple. Margaret likes both of them. Never too late, Kathleen. Tell us what color you want. Do we want to use Crumb Cake or Highland Heather cardstock? What are we using? I know it's really hard. I kind of like them both. But I am leaning towards Crumb Cake again. I will say that. Okay, the Crumb Cakes are coming in. Joyce says both look good. Deborah likes the Crumb Cake. Very good. I love y'all's responses. All right. Well, I think... Oh, how wonderful, Diana. Diana says she can hardly wait for her lavender to bloom this spring. Need to get rid of the snow first. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Crumb Cake, y'all. Let's do the Crumb Cake. I've popped it up with dimensionals and we are going to set it right here, okay? Now we don't want to forget our butterflies, do we? So let's bring these in. I'm probably gonna need my take your pick tool for this. Thanks for sharing, Kathleen. All right, so we've got our gorgeous grape butterfly, and I am going to use a glue dot. Glue dots can be really fast, and it doesn't take a long time for them to dry. And so that's kind of why I like using them sometimes. And we're just going to put this beautiful butterfly right here on this card. You can actually put it anywhere you want, okay? Anywhere you want. Now we do have the little guy, so we might as well use him too. So let's get a glue dot on him. You can also use your multi-purpose liquid glue. That would be another great option. Oh, you're right. The bloom that I cut could be used on the inside of the card. Absolutely. Yep. All right, where do we put this one, y'all? Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, so we're going to put that little butterfly there. And then we're going to get out these purple gems. You guys